Life is a journey. We have a long road to go. Sometimes we arrived at a crossroad that we found ourselves in a hesitance. We don't know which road's the best for us. And sometimes we have to take a new brand road that really different from our previous life. Is it possible? How could we find happiness there? I can't wait to invite our special guest today that we really wait for her. Please welcome Aida.
Hi.
Hello Aida, I miss you. How are you?
Yeah, I miss you too. I'm good. What about you?
I'm really good and I'm so exciting to talk with you today to share your experience that yeah probably I already heard, but I think there are so many insights that I can get from you and I want to share with people here. So guys, this is Aida. Actually, she is my senior high school friend. She is also my English mentor when when we have a debate competition. And I know her. She is so active. She was so active in organization, in school organization. She was also an exchange student to America for 1 year, and then she graduated from French literature for in only in three years and a half with GPA 4.0, and then you getting married. And after that, you accepted into university for your master degree in Australia. So now you are a freelance translator and also mom of two children, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, you are so amazing. We already. I think we were lost contact for several years, and then I was shocked because when I found out your Instagram, you you already married and you have two children. Sorry, one baby at that time, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. So tell me a little story about your life before. Maybe people teman baik here really want to know about your life, who you were before. Please.
yeah. Thank you, Winnie, and hello, teman baik. I would like to tell you about my past when I was younger. So, I was born in a middle class family, but I had the privilege of studying overseas when I was in elementary school. So, when I was in grade 2 until grade 5, I studied in Australia because my father got a scholarship to study there and he took the whole family. And then after that, in grade 6, I came back to Indonesia in Malang City, and I continued grade 6 in Malang, and also I pursued junior high school in Malang also. In junior high school, I was really active because I joined many organizations. I joined English Club and then Wall Magazine Club, and also I became the leader of these two organizations and also the leader of student council or ketua OSIS. And then I also joined many competitions and such as debates and then wall magazine and then also like speech presentations and stuff like that. And I also my academic achievements was also quite good because I was always at least the fifth rank of the whole school in my grade. And then moving on to when I was in senior high school, I was in the same school as Kak Winnie here. And there I wanted to slow down a bit, okay? I didn't really want to be that active as in junior high school. So I only joined one organization, which was English Club, where I studied debate and then like joined competitions and then organized events like that. And at that time, I was kind of bored about school. So I tried to look for some chances to go overseas. And thank God, I was accepted in a scholarship program for 1 year to the United States, where I lived in Kansas City, Kansas. There, I studied also at school in grade 12 in senior high school. And I also went back to Indonesia. And then after that, I pursued college in my city. where I took French language and literature. I really liked that subject because I studied about French when I was in high school in the US. In During that time, unfortunately, there was an event that changed the course of my life forever, which was the death of my mother, and it did not only affect me that I felt lost, but also it affected like my whole life because of course the role of a mother is a very prominent role in a person's life, and it made many changes in my life because at that time I had to take care of my sister who was 12 years younger than me. So at that time I was 19 and my sister was 7 years old. And so at that time I didn't join any organizations. I only joined some competitions in college because I was really active beforehand. It was really devastating for me to not be able to have the chance again. But I pushed through. I kept on going because I have to take care of my sister and my family also. So since that time, I became a bit, more reflective on life. Not only chasing my dreams, but also caring about the people around me because dreams are important, but sometimes it comes with a sacrifice because at least one sacrifice that you will do when you chase your ambitions is that you will lose some time that you can spend with your family, whereas family is irreplaceable, guys. So yeah,
Yeah. I
back to
think
you.
yeah. I think I mean I already know your story, but when you told me when you tell me again about that, yeah, I think you are so active, and I ever thought when I was when we were on senior high school, I think didn't you feel exhausting? I doing so many things at one time. I mean, like you are so how could you get the energy? Like did your parents force you to do that, or you just volunteering yourself to do that and you are okay and happy with it?
Oh no, not at all. Well, my parents, of course, they want me to be active and have achievements, but actually, I was more active than their expectations, and uh, I achieved more than their expectations probably during school because sometimes I think they want me to just stay at home sometimes, but I was never at home. So yeah, so
Yeah.
sometimes my parents miss me because I always join organizations. But that being said, I was really happy because I think organizations, as an extrovert, it helps me, meet many people, and meeting people is like making me so happy. That's why I think when changes happen and that I had less chances to meet more people, whereas after my mother died I have to take care of my sister and therefore spend more time at home. That was the difficult part, guys, because I think it was not according to my habit. It was out of my comfort zone. My comfort zone is meeting people, going out, talking, making events like that. But now that at that time when I stayed at home, it was tiring for my soul.
So when you have to stay at home,
Yeah, back to you.
it's more tiring for you, right?
Yes, that's right. At that time, it was true.
Okay.
But the funny thing is that I got used to it, Kak Winnie, because I think people have the capability to adapt. So we can adapt to the situation
Yeah.
that we are faced with. For
Okay.
example, when I had to stay at home, I did more reflection. So I thought about life and what is more important for me. What are my priorities and what are my real dreams? Not the dreams that people tell me to do, but the dreams that I really want to do. Where my heart is. I try to look inside myself and try to think about the main things of life, like the main points of life, and what my function is in this life. That's why I think when I had to shift to becoming
Okay. Okay, I
for
think.
me. That and also made me yes.
Okay,
Can
keep
we
going.
continue?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, keep going.
Yeah. It changed the course of my life, and it made me, I think it prepared me to become a mother that cares for my children, because it makes me realize that time is irreplaceable, people are irreplaceable. But unfortunately, in our life, people usually seek the things that people tell them to do. Like, people tell you to be rich, people tell you to have a good status or position, people tell you to have like a great glamorous job. But actually, is it really what you want? Because you have to reflect inside yourself what you think is the most important. And I think when I reflect to myself, what is the most important for me is my family and my time with them and my sacrifices for them. Because as a mother or as a sister, as a friend, I am irreplaceable to them, like that.
Okay, so that's really interesting for me to hear it from you. And maybe there are some. We move to the comment section. Maybe there are people want to ask you something, or maybe just want to say hi. Have you already promote it in your account? I Oh,
Oh yes, of
hello, Teh
course.
Licha. This is our
Hi.
director of IPEDIA. Wow, Mr. Aida so
Hi.
talentful.
Masya
Iya
Allah.
nih. Hai Teh
Hi.
Karin. Hai Winnie, Aida. Wow, from Fitria Ikasari. Very impressed with your speaking, kakak. Me or
Masya Allah.
Aida?
Who is it? Who is it?
The sister. Oh, this is
Yes, this
your
is
sister?
my sister. The sister that I was talking about, that I took care of. Now she's in Japan.
Oh yeah, she studied in Japan, right? Okay.
Yes,
Anna Rahma.
yes.
Hello Aida,
That's
so inspiring.
my senior.
Wow. Wow,
That
Mas
is
Aldi.
my employee.
Oh, there are so many people watch you this afternoon, yeah. And I'm so happy looking for
Okay.
reading the comment section. And maybe you guys want to ask something about Aida, please let us know, right? So I back to the question. I have so many question. I mean, like, so when your mother passed away, you changed
Yes.
your mind, and then you um have more dialogue to yourself, right? So like, what do you really want, and so many else. So why and when and why you decided to marry?
Okay. I think for people who are not married yet, sometimes they think that marriage is like just purely love. But I think there is many nuances that comes with it. So in my situation, there is what's it called? Because I felt like chasing my ambitions made me lose a sense of togetherness with my family. Like, I have a sense of togetherness with my organizations, or with my classmates, or with my group, or whatever. But I kind of lose time with my family. I like quality time and quantity time with my family, especially my family in Malang before I got married. And so there was this situation where I was close to this guy, and I think I was purposely looking for a guy who is family oriented, because I want to have this kind of sense of family again, something that is irreplaceable. Because we cannot deny our need as a social animal to have a family and to live with a group that really cares for you. And that's why I want to make my own family. And because my father wants me to quickly get married when I have a relationship. So after graduating from college, uh, I got engaged, and then I got married a few months after that. And we already have the agreement. I already have the agreement with my husband, that we have to take care of our own children. Um, Even if we have like offers to some career, but we have to prioritize our family first.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I know the guy who you mean, of course.
Yes, of course.
He is so family
Yeah, we just hang
oriented.
out. Yeah,
Yeah, and then
of course.
you told me like when you get married, when you got engaged and engagement with your husband, you and then you get married, you accepted into university in Australia for your master degree,
Yes,
and then
yes,
you live it. I mean, that's my
yes.
dream. I that's my dream.
Yes.
And
But
then you just
the weird thing is that,
yeah.
people always say like, come on, think out of the box, get out of your comfort zone. But my comfort zone is getting out of my house and going to organizations and meeting people. So my out of my comfort zone means staying at home. This is out of my comfort zone. So um, people who do not know me before think that, oh, what a waste. You already have your
Mm,
bachelor's degree. Why don't you work
yeah.
outside and get out of your comfort zone? Like, excuse me, I am out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
So we cannot compare one person to another based on just like social perspective, but we have to consider the history of that person. And yeah, so after I got married, actually, when I got engaged, I was accepted in Monash University. And after I got married, I was accepted in Australian National University. So at that time, before I got married, my father wanted me to pursue my master's degree, um, because when I was in Malang, actually I wanted to study in another city, like in Jogja or in Jakarta, but unfortunately my father didn't allow me, which was fine because I had to take care of my sister, right? I didn't know that my mother would die, but I think it was a great plan because after that I can, take care of my sister and my family. And but in exchange, my dad told me you can go overseas when you are in master's degree, like that. Okay, but at that time he also wanted me to get married soon, and I think it is better also because it is according to my religion. We have to, if we already have a relationship, if we are already suit with one person, we should get married soon. And when I was accepted in these universities, I thought like, oh, this is a great test. This is the crossroads of destiny. Am I going to the right or am I going to the left? So I did reflection again, like what I did before. I tried to look for what I really want. And of course, I also prayed to Allah, so that He will show me the right path for me. And the irony is that after getting accepted to Australian National University, I was pregnant, Winnie. So,
You got
so
pregnant too soon, yeah?
it was really shocking. Like, I just stayed in my room for like 2 days, and I thought, am I going overseas or am I staying? Am I going overseas or am I staying? Like for 2 whole days. Oh my god, it was like a difficult experience for me. But I tried to look to my heart and what I want. And actually, what I really want is to take care of my family because um chances like going overseas is great, but taking care of your children is an obligation that cannot be exchanged with other people. Some people might say you can still go overseas. I know one person, two people, three people who went overseas, even if they already have a baby. But that is not the point. The point is that we cannot do everything and give 100%. We can only give 50-50 or 70-30 or 90-10 or whatever percent, but we cannot give 100 to both sides. But I want to be there for my son. I want to be uh I want to educate him. I want to be present for him. And so I think that the best choice for me at that time was to uh, cancel my plans going overseas and take care of my baby and do my best at it. And inshallah, I believe that I have made the right choice.
I'm really speechless because maybe you guys that watching this also agree with me. Sometimes women usually doubt her ability to do something, like uh if I take this road, can I do this? If I leave my career, can I commit with this? Like maybe we worrying too much, but actually we can do it. And I have some information for you guys here from IPEDIA. We have a class that maybe you really need it, like you, because this is will help you to upgrade your skills. So let's check it out.
Banyaknya produk skincare yang beredar di tengah masyarakat, tak semuanya aman. Bahaya skincare abal-abal tidak hanya merusak kulit, tapi bisa menyebabkan kerusakan organ dalam jika digunakan dalam jangka waktu panjang. Ikuti keseruan obrolannya bersama spesialis dermatologi dan venereologi, Dr. Flora Ramona Sigit Prakuswa, hanya di podcast Dunia Perempuan.
So yeah, that's my information for you guys. Please don't miss it, because you have to register yourself and check on Instagram account of IPEDIA Berita Baik at Berita Baik for more information. So back to Aida. That already we're already talking for minutes, and I want to make a disclaimer here, right, guys, for Aida. So when you were young and a passionate lady, a passionate woman, so you did it with I mean, you find your happiness in there, right? You're
Yes.
active in organization, and you are, maybe your parents thought that you are too active, but you enjoy it, right? Like you live for your dream, right? You live for your dream, not for someone else's dream. And then you
Yes.
decided to get married, and you quit. I mean, like you leave your chance to study overseas, but that's by your choice, and you didn't regret it at all, and you did it with a mindful. You choose it with a mindful mind, right? Then I want to check the comment column again. Maybe there are a lot of people want to ask more, or maybe you want, guys, you want to help the host here then to ask some questions to Aida. Because I heard that some people that already like curious about you, I about how can you choose it, like how why did you choose this thing, like when I catch up with you for several years, we apart, we lost contact at that time. I was shocked, and I think I'm not the one who's shocked with it, because I think I will the first getting married before you, but but this girl, how dare you? You're getting married before me. Like, I mean, I never you
Yeah,
I
actually,
never know. I never know that you
yeah.
have a boyfriend. I always told you about my boyfriend. I getting with one man, and then I break up, and then it's continuous, right? But how dare you? I
Well, actually, I was shocked too, Winnie. It wasn't only other people that shocked. I was shocked too. But through like my reflection times, like I became more spiritual, Winnie. So I connected with God a lot. Like I asked Him, I talked with Him through my prayers. Like, what is the best choice for me? Like, please give me like the best route for me. And this is the route that He gives me. And so I believe that this is the best route. even though sometimes I always wonder, like, what if, what if I didn't? What if I pursued my master's degree? What if blah blah blah? But actually, in Islam, it's not allowed to ask what if, because what has been the road that is given is the best for us, even if we do not understand it yet. But maybe we will understand it in 10 years or 20 years, or even after that. So sometimes I do kind of regret it, like, why didn't I pursue my master's degree? But actually, when I open my eyes and look around me, well, I think I made the right choice, because being there for my children and my family is irreplaceable. And I think God is also giving me something else in exchange to what I sacrificed.
So yeah, I agree that you say that God already made the road for us, that the road is already given to us. But
Yes.
sometimes I think there are too many roads that I have to choose. God, please.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
really made me confused. Okay, so I did you struggle at your first when firstly you decided, because you were an extrovert and then uh, you quiet you were being quiet in social media and so many on. So did you struggle at the first year of marriage?
Well, of course, because I think any marriage, not only from extrovert to becoming quiet, but any marriage, of course, there will be a struggle in it. Because um, getting married or not getting married, it doesn't mean that it uh you know it erases challenges, but actually it's just there are always problems in life, because we are still living. If we are dead, maybe we don't have problems, but we are still living. So of course, whether or not you are married, you will have some problems. So of course, it takes a lot of time for me to um, adapt to marital life. And also my husband also needs to adapt with me. Because for your information, guys, my husband and I have very different personalities, right, Kak Winnie? So we have to really adapt with each other, and communication is key. So, and also respect to each other. So yeah, now I have been married for 7 years, and I think we are already much more mature and much more comfortable with our life.
Yeah, did I think, yeah, maybe because maybe our story background is similar, right? Because I also have a husband that totally different with me. And yeah, of course we did struggle for it. And yeah, maybe there are a lot of people already comment in the comment section. We can read together. So yeah, I we already talked about your struggle. So did you get any protests from your inner circle, maybe your parents or maybe your best friend about your choice?
Well, actually, no, because I think the people who are around me, they actually know what the point is, what I really need and what I really want. I think for the inner circle, I don't think that I got any comments or any negative views. But I think for the second circle and the third circle and the next circles that do not really know me, I think a lot of them are, very shocked with the choices that I made, because I think it is quite unconventional to what people usually wish to do.
Yeah, I also agree with you. And also, I
Yes.
believe that uh, mother is our first school, right? Our first madrasah, right? Like we,
Yes.
uh, she was the one who's teaching us so many things that I think that's the basic that's the basic things that we have to know in life, right? So yeah, I tell me about your life experience. I mean, tell me something about your life experience that maybe you can share with people here that watching you here, that maybe they are still in hesitance, and maybe they still doubt their self. Maybe they already made a choice, like I want to do this, but there are, we women actually get too much overthinking, right, like what can you share with us here?
Yeah, well, I think the point is that we have to look inside our heart and reflect. Reflection for those who maybe are not used to it. First of all, we have to look at the history of our life, and then we have to reflect the values that we have, the things that we think are important, and we think about what we really want from those informations. And of course, we also ask guidance from God according to your own beliefs. And after that, when we have found what we really want, we just say, in the name of God, like Bismillah, I have to choose this choice, because any choice that you make, or even if you don't choose anything, there's always a risk. Of course, there's always a risk. It is not only full of advantages, but there are also always disadvantages. So just choose the choice that you think is the best for you, your family, your social life, and according to your dreams also.
Okay, that's really interesting because I don't know, but maybe I can share my experience. I was a really really the real extrovert as you were, right? Like maybe an extrovert, we are too much care with people, too much engaged with people around us, but sometimes we didn't do much dialogue with ourselves, right? We don't
Yes.
know ourselves, and we didn't know what we want, what we really want, and what is our strength and what is our weakness. So I still struggling for it, and I'm keep looking for it, like keep looking for the meaning in my life.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
what will really help, if I can give you a tip, is that you should write some of your ideas. I was
Mm.
actually really active in writing during my school years, and I think it it made me have a habit of reflecting, even if I am an extrovert. So when I do need to do introspection with myself, I write it down, because for extroverts, thinking about things is too hard. It's better to see it, right? It's better to
Yeah,
see
yeah.
what you want, right? Because you are more focused on the outer world. So when you have this writing, like, you can see, oh, this is what I want. Oh, this is my values. So yeah, you should try it, Winnie, and anyone else, Taman Bike, who are extroverts. I think it will help.
Yeah. because I think for extrovert the word is too crowded, Yeah, but
Yes,
I
yes,
agree with you sometimes. So I'm still trying for to do daily journaling, but I think it's not as easy as what I think before. Because
yeah.
but Adin is the host in This Is Me. She also taught me to writing, because she taught me that writing sometimes break down our mind, like it's like too, like what you said before, they are too crowded and we have to write it down. So you did journaling, daily journaling
Yes.
right now, I
No, no, not right now, because right now I am really really busy. I have two kids. I have a kindergartner and also a baby, and also I also work. I also take care of the house. So I think it is my schedule is really tight. So I don't really write as much, but usually, because I'm used to it, I just think for myself, and I think I can do it,
yeah.
even if I don't write, because I have been used to it since I was in junior high school, Kak Winnie. So in junior high school, I used to write daily, but in senior high school, maybe only once a week or something like that. But I think having that habit always helps.
Okay, that's really interesting. And yeah, I really love talking with you, and I think people here get so many insights from you. I So we already talked for minutes, and I want you to give us one closing statement. Maybe that you want to share from your experience that probably will help teman baik here.
Okay, teman baik. So there's this quote from a really popular French book. The name of the book is Le Petit Prince, or it means the Little Prince. I'm sure some of you have heard of it. And the meaning of the quote is, we cannot see well using the eyes because what is important is invisible. So, relating to this, I believe that in this world that is really, really focused on image, like what I said, focused on wealth, status, you know, appearance, those things are those things that we can see. But what is more essential is what we cannot see, which is in our hearts and in our lives, such as kindness, love, care, and just giving benefit to the world. And so I believe that for Taman Baik, you should be brave in becoming yourself, do introspection and seek what you want, and just follow your heart and always be responsible with your choices. But don't forget to always reflect and uh, find your happiness from your heart.
Wow. I know the book and I really love the book too. I think it was a children book, but actually you told me it's
No,
not, Winnie.
no, no, it's not.
because because it's quite heavy and
Yeah,
but yeah, I learned a lot from that book. Yeah. That's
yeah, yeah,
really interesting, you know. Okay,
yeah.
thank you so much, I, for your time.
Thank
It's
you.
truly an honor for us for having you here. And I think teman baik here also really happy to see you. We can find our happiness everywhere in our every decision. I mean, decision that we made. Like, if you guys want to asking more, or maybe you want to look asking Aida for about her life or anything, you can go to her Instagram and at Aida Ijo, like Alpha India.
Yes.
Yeah, Aida Ijo.
Delta
You can
Ijo.
go to
Ijo is
IPEDIA bersama.
green in Japanese.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you so much for watching, guys. Maybe we can see you next week, and I really hope that we can catching up someday. I thank you so much, and
Okay. Okay.
see you. I thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Okay, guys. So she is Aida, and I think she's really inspiring because she told me that she limits her ambitions to be there, to be in her family, and to show her to take care of her children and so on and I agree with her. Like, what is important, what is invisible is essential. Yeah, I think we already we too much focusing on money, status, and so many on, but we we forget to provide our family with time, with care, with love. So yeah, choose your decision and be happy with it. So because I think maybe I close with one statement: doing nothing is absolutely something. People can see you doing nothing by a housewife, but maybe you're doing something great for your family. So I'm Winnie. See you next week. Bye bye.
The sharpest words wanna cut me down. I'm gonna set a fire, I'm gonna drown him out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me.